The future of personal aviation just leveled up, and it's called the G3. Less than a decade after redefining private travel, the Vision Jet returns with smarter tech, deeper comfort, and unmatched safety.
Less than 10 years ago, the Vision Jet set the standard for an entirely new category: personal jet travel. Since then, our team has innovated relentlessly, reaching further to extend the capabilities of the world's best-selling jet, delivering Generation 2 in 2019 and G2 Plus in 2021. Now we're excited to announce the Vision Jet's third generational release. Through its evolution, we've brought higher, faster, farther, while refining safety, reliability, and comfort at each step. And so today, I'm excited to share that we are advancing once again, bringing you the very best in a personal travel.
And here's where it gets interesting. Less than 10 years ago, the Cirrus Vision Jet didn't just launch, it disrupted private aviation. Not quietly, not cautiously. It walked into an industry ruled by legacy manufacturers and said, "There's room for something different." This wasn't just another light jet. It created the personal jet category. That phrase didn't exist the same way before. This aircraft made it real, compact, single engine, designed around accessibility and control. Suddenly, private jet ownership didn't feel like a distant corporate fantasy. It felt personal. And people responded. It became the world's best-selling jet, not a niche success, not a one-off headline. The best-selling jet. That alone tells you something shifted. But here's what makes the story stronger. It didn't stop evolving. In 2019, Generation 2 arrived. In 2021, G2 Plus followed. Each time, the aircraft pushed a little higher, flew a little farther, and refined a little more. That higher, faster, farther philosophy wasn't marketing fluff. It became a pattern. Safety improved, reliability tightened, comfort deepened. Every iteration sharpened the edges. From the beginning, this jet was designed to be different, not louder, not flashier, just smarter. A refined, singular travel experience, the kind that creates small moments, that quiet satisfaction when the cabin door closes and the world outside fades. It wasn't positioned as a luxury toy. It was positioned as essential personal aviation. Control your time, travel on your rhythm. And that's where the foundation for G3 truly begins. What would you have thought back then? Could a single-engine jet really change the game? When the third generation was announced, it didn't feel like just another update cycle. It felt deliberate, confidence. The official unveiling of Generation 3 signaled that the Cirrus Vision Jet wasn't slowing down. It was advancing again, pushing deeper into what personal aviation could really mean. This wasn't about adding random features. It was about refining the personal touch and sharpening the edges, tightening the experience, taking everything that worked in earlier generations and asking, how do we make this feel even more yours? G3 stands as the next evolution in the Vision Jet family, not a reinvention, but a calculated progression. Higher expectations, higher standards. And the theme says it all. Potential in motion. Not parked potential, not promised potential. Moving, active, evolving. That phrase alone sets the tone. This jet isn't standing still, and neither is the category it created. Wait, you're watching right now but not subscribed to the channel. Go ahead and smash that subscribe button so we can move on with the video. You did? Okay, cool. Now back to the video.
It's a refined.
And here's where passengers really start to feel it. Step inside G3, And the first thing that hits you isn't just space, it's intention. The interior isn't tweaked, it's reimagined. Every surface, every seat line, every detail feels reconsidered. The new rear bench seat changes the entire dynamic of the cabin. Suddenly, you've got an extended 6+1 seating configuration. That extra flexibility matters. More room for family, more room for business partners, more room for possibility. And it's not just about squeezing in another seat. The seats themselves are larger, more ergonomic, designed to support the body naturally instead of forcing posture. You can see it in the contours. You can feel it in the way they sit. Then there's the materials, luxurious finishes, fine stitch detailing that adds texture and depth instead of just decoration. It doesn't scream luxury, it speaks quietly. Subtle confidence. Comfort expands across the cabin. More passengers, yes, but without compromise. The layout still respects space, still preserves that intimate, controlled atmosphere the Vision Jet is known for. And here's the smart part. Flexibility isn't sacrificed. The seats remain easily removable. That means loading convenience stays intact. Golf bags, luggage, equipment. You're not boxed in by elegance. This is where the philosophy shows itself again. Convenience first. Design built around how people actually travel. It's a cabin shaped by function, but elevated by feel. And that balance between practicality and refinement is exactly why this evolution matters. Have you ever stepped into a space and immediately felt it was designed with real intent? That's what G3 is aiming for. And just when you think the cabin story ends with seating, it goes deeper. The second row now gets new outboard stow tray tables, and it's one of those upgrades that sounds small until you picture it mid-flight. Laptop open, coffee is steady, notes spread out. Or maybe it's just a quiet meal at altitude. It's a convenience that feels intentional, not squeezed in as an afterthought. Then there's something you'll actually feel within seconds. Improved, more robust armrests on every seat in the main cabin. Not flimsy, not decorative, solid, supportive. The kind that makes longer legs feel shorter. But this is where it shifts. The entertainment system has been decentralized. No single dominating screen dictating how everyone consumes content. Instead, a modular entertainment paradigm. That means freedom. Real personal device freedom. You're not locked into one ecosystem or forced into one viewing style. New device mounts are embedded cleanly under carbon fiber paneling, subtle, integrated, and almost hidden until you need them. It's a smart design. Bring your tablet, your phone, your preferred setup. The cabin adapts to you, not the other way around. And visually? The Arriv aesthetic collection raises the tone entirely. 5 distinct colorway choices. Not just shades, identities, different moods, different personalities. Whether you lean bold or understated, there's an option that feels tailored. This isn't just passenger comfort, it's personalization at cruising altitude. And that's the quiet luxury here. The sense that every passenger experience can feel theirs uniquely. Now, here's something pilots will notice immediately. Slide into the left seat of the Cirrus Vision Jet G3, and the difference isn't dramatic, it's precise. The pilot and co-pilot seats have been redesigned, and that word matters. Not adjusted, not slightly modified, redesigned. The biggest shift? A single-handed slide lever. One hand, one motion. Smooth adjustment. No awkward repositioning. No wrestling with controls while trying to get comfortable before departure. Underneath that simplicity sits a redesigned seat rail and locking mechanism. Tighter, more refined. Built to move cleanly and lock confidently. It's the kind of mechanical improvement you don't think about until you realize how much smoother everything feels. And in a single pilot environment, cockpit ergonomics aren't a luxury, they're critical. Easier adjustability means faster setup, better positioning, less distraction. The enhanced ergonomic flight deck experience keeps the pilot focused forward, not fiddling with hardware. Because when you're flying solo at altitude, comfort isn't indulgence, it's performance. And here's where technology quietly takes control. The G3 introduces the latest evolution of Cirrus Perspective Touch Plus by Garmin. And this is more than a software refresh. It's a serious avionics step forward. The flight deck upgrades are significant. Cleaner integration, smarter flow. Everything feels more unified, more modern, less cluttered. This isn't about adding screens for the sake of it. It's about modernized integration. Systems talking to each other seamlessly, presenting information in a way that makes sense at a glance. The interface enhancements lean into usability. Touch response feels intuitive. Menus are streamlined. Data is organized with purpose. You're not digging through layers when seconds matter. And remember, this aircraft is designed for single-pilot turbine flying. That changes everything. There's no crew cross-checking every action. The system has to support clarity. It has to reduce the workload. That's the real goal here. Workload reduction. Cleaner communication between the pilot and the machine. Less mental clutter. More confidence. Enhanced situational awareness ties it together. Information is delivered in context, not chaos. You see what matters when it matters. And that's the difference between advanced avionics and intelligent avionics. And here's where things get seriously modern. For G3, an ATC data link enters the picture, and it changes the rhythm of communication in the cockpit. Built around the CPDLC standard, this isn't experimental tech. It's transport category digital communications technology, now integrated into the Cirrus Vision Jet in a way that feels natural. Instead of juggling rapid-fire radio calls, pilots can now exchange digital text messages directly with air traffic control. Clearances, reroutes, instructions, delivered in writing. That alone reduces radio congestion. And if you've ever listened to a busy frequency, you know how chaotic that can get. But more importantly, it reduces pilot workload. No more scrambling to copy down reroutes on a kneeboard while managing the aircraft. No more second-guessing what was said through static. The ambiguity disappears. You read it, you acknowledge it. You execute it. That simplicity matters in single-pilot operations. It tightens communication, sharpens clarity, removes friction. It's one of those upgrades that doesn't make noise in marketing headlines, but in real-world flying, it's a game changer.
Vision Jet, Generation 3.
Now here's a quiet convenience that speaks volumes. With the new GDL60 data module, the G3 eliminates something every aircraft owner knows too well: separate trips to the hangar just for software updates. Database updates now happen automatically. When the aircraft has access to a cellular or Wi-Fi connection, the system stays current. No manual downloads. No planning around maintenance windows. It's always-on connectivity, seamlessly integrated. That means navigation databases and system information. Everything stays up to date without interrupting the flow of ownership. It's modern connectivity brought directly into personal aviation. And honestly, it feels overdue. Because in a world where phones update overnight, your jet should too. And then there's the part that makes the cockpit feel instantly current. G3 introduces a new digital audio panel, and it's built with simplicity in mind. Clean integration, clear sound management, no clutter. It fits naturally into the upgraded flight deck without adding complexity. But the real everyday shift? Bluetooth connectivity. That means a direct audio connection to mobile devices. Quick pairing. No awkward cables. No workarounds. Whether it's managing calls on the ground or syncing compatible audio sources, the connection feels seamless. It simplifies pilot communication and integration in a way that feels obvious, almost like it should have always been there. Because modern aviation shouldn't feel disconnected from modern life. Now here's where situational awareness takes a visual leap. The introduction of 3D Safe Taxi transforms ground operations into something far more intuitive. Instead of flat diagrams, pilots see a three-dimensional, detailed ground visualization. Colorful, layered, and realistic. Taxiways don't just appear as lines anymore. They come alive with depth and clarity. That perspective matters, especially at unfamiliar or complex airports. Enhanced situational awareness on the ground reduces uncertainty before takeoff even begins. But it goes further. The pilot-programmed taxiway routing system allows crews to enter their expected taxi path, and the system overlays visual directional guidance directly on the display. Clear, highlighted, easy to follow. Complex taxi routes suddenly feel organized instead of overwhelming. And then there's runway occupancy awareness. The system actively monitors and alerts for potential traffic conflicts. If another aircraft is occupying or approaching the runway, the G3 flags it. That's traffic conflict detection working in real time. Add alerts-linked checklists with one-touch access to relevant information, and the cockpit becomes proactive instead of reactive. On busy ramps and crowded taxiways, that extra layer of intelligence can make all the difference. Because sometimes the most critical moments in aviation happen before the wheels ever leave the ground. And just when you think the upgrades stop inside, step outside. The Cirrus Vision Jet has always been recognized by its distinctive V-tail design. It's bold, instantly identifiable, almost futuristic. And on the G3, that signature silhouette feels sharper than ever. The new Arriv aesthetics bring bold colorways that flow seamlessly from nose to tail. Not random paint, not disconnected accents. The graphics move with the aircraft's shape, emphasizing motion even while it's parked on the ramp. But the changes aren't just visual. The forward body has been streamlined by removing the air conditioning door. That might sound minor, but aerodynamically, it matters. Fewer interruptions in the airflow mean reduced drag. Reduced drag means cleaner performance. And as a bonus, reduced noise. It also simplifies the system itself. Less mechanical complexity. Cleaner integration. Then there are the new blackout de-ice boots. They don't just serve a function. They unify the exterior presence. The darker finish contrasts beautifully against the fuselage, giving the aircraft a stronger, more cohesive look. It's refinement you can see, and performance you can feel. Because great design in aviation isn't decoration, it's engineering with style. And then the lights come on, and the G3 makes a statement. The all-new Spectra lighting system instantly modernizes the aircraft's presence. At the wingtips, signature spectra halo lighting creates a crisp, unmistakable outline in low light. It's sharp, clean, contemporary. On the ramp at dusk, it doesn't just glow, it stands out. But this isn't just about aesthetics. The new landing light array delivers nearly triple the power of the previous system. That's serious illumination. Dark runways feel clearer. Approaches feel more confident. Night visibility improves in a way that pilots immediately appreciate. Form meets function here. The lighting enhances safety while elevating the aircraft's visual identity. It's the kind of upgrade that makes the G3 look cutting edge, and perform like it too. Now here's the foundation everything else stands on. All the comfort, all the styles, all the technology. It's built around one core principle: total safety. The Cirrus Vision Jet G3 isn't dressed up first and protected second. Safety is the architecture. Dual redundant, reliable systems sit underneath the surface, constantly backing each other up. In single-pilot turbine flying, redundancy isn't optional, it's critical. And G3 leans into that reality hard. Then there's safe return emergency auto land. If the pilot becomes unable to continue, the system can take over, navigate, communicate, and land the aircraft automatically. That's not science fiction. That's operational capability. It's a direct backup for the pilot, a silent safety net built into the DNA of the jet. And you can't talk about this aircraft without mentioning the Collier Trophy awarded for its safety innovation. That kind of industry acknowledgement doesn't come easily. It reflects impact. At the center of it all sits the Cirrus Airframe Parachute System, CAPS, a full aircraft parachute, world famous, a defining feature of the brand. In a critical emergency, the entire aeroplane can descend under the canopy. That's not just engineering, that's peace of mind. For owners, for families, for passengers, it changes the emotional equation of personal jet travel. Comfort attracts attention. Safety earns trust. And G3 is engineered to deliver both without compromise.
G3.
And this is where everything connects. G3 isn't one big change. It's more than 30 refinements layered carefully across design, technology, safety, and experience. Small upgrades that together feel massive. It's built for people who value control over their time, who doesn't want to orbit airline schedules, those who prefer to travel at their own rhythm. That's what personal aviation was always meant to be. From cabin layout to avionics, from exterior styling to safety systems, the experience feels refined and complete. Nothing rushed, nothing forced. Personal aviation at its finest isn't about excess, it's about intention. And G3 carries that philosophy forward confidently. The G3 isn't just an upgrade, it's a statement. A jet designed around you, your schedule, your safety, and your experience. More comfort, more intelligence, more confidence in the sky. The Cirrus Vision Jet. G3 proves personal aviation isn't the future anymore. It's already here.